Hey guys, it's your girl Satan here, and usually when I'm filming these sorts of videos I have some sort of announcement, but psych, because today I have no announcement except check this slide out. It's insane, it's thebomb.com. I should probably film more videos here, right? Anyway, let's quickly jump to our stories. Beanie. Work security at small town hospital. Great gig because hospitals don't fucking need security 199 days out of 200. Ambulance pulls up and EMTs fucking pour out the second it opens like they're trying to run away from something. It develops that they are. Morbidly obese man inside who's so fucking fat that half of him is spilling off the table. And he stinks. Working at a hospital, I've smelled some pretty bad shit, and this fella is in my top 5. He apparently phoned in because he was experiencing chronic vomiting from the smell and couldn't figure out what was causing it. Deemed a non-emergency, so they wheel him in and give him a puke bucket and a few basic questions to answer. This was a front to give themselves time to get the medical equivalent of a gas mask. They begin the inspection. Butthole and nasal cavity are both clean and nothing else obviously wrong with the body. They start in on the fat rolls. I can't make this shit up. They find a fucking half-eaten foot-long sub under his left moob that has fermented and started growing mold. Again, I can't make this shit up. They ask him about it and he literally fucking says he stuffed it there to save it for later and forgot about it. They remove and pitch the sub, hose him down and discharge him. My face when someone that probably can't stand up of their own volition is getting served with like $2,000 of Ambi and ER bills because they couldn't remember that they had fucking stashed food under their rolls. To be perfectly honest, I was thinking that this was going to go a totally different direction, mostly because a while ago I have read of a similar story where a woman came to the ER because she was experiencing some extreme back pain. And it turns out that she and her lover had this sort of game where he would hide food in her folds and she had to find it, and apparently he hid a Twinkie somewhere along her back and she never found that one, and the Twinkie had gone bad and it got infested with maggots, and the maggots started basically eating at her flesh, so that was what's causing her the back pain. So yeah, this was totally way cleaner than I expected it to be. B14, 8th grade, beta fag, hormones still flying for some reason. On long ass road trip with grandparents. Get horny thinking about hot crush. Sit in car with grandparents. Fuck.bmp. Try to get unhorned, but that bitch is just too hot. Get phone and start watching porn. What the fuck am I doing at grandparents.edu? I've passed the point of no return. Get under blanket. Take dick out and silently wank. Raw.png. Do this for like 15 minutes. Car turns. My face when we're at the hotel. My face when my pants are down and I'm hard as fuck. Maximum overdrive.avi. Come in my hand. Fuck, the door is opening. Pretend to just be waking up. I'm holding my own semen.ppt. Eat that shit. Eat it all. Lick my fingers. What was I supposed to do that BAT? Don't think parents ever noticed. Hope they didn't. Be me, 14. My sister is 16. Be at home one night, daddy's out. Sister is wearing bra and panties. Boner.jpg. Sitting on the couch watching TV. She says she's going to bed, goes to her room. Dad gets home. Dad and I fuck. Went to the store on Thursday. Bought a half-gallon jar of pickles. Love me some pickles. Eat one as soon as I get home. Tastes good man.bat. So good I decide I'll have a few more. Walk back to my computer and start to work, but the urge is not sated. Not by a long shot. Come back to life-giving pickle jar several more times. Eat several pickles each time. After an hour, the jar is empty. 400% of my daily sodium never tasted so good. 30 minutes later, I hear a churning in my stomach. Not a light rumbling. Sounds like the noise an old tub makes when you suddenly pull the drain. Initiate sprint to bathroom mode. Barely get my ass on the toilet as a fucking waterfall emerges from my asshole. Never in my life have relief and horror been such close bedfellows. After about 10 seconds of continuous flow, it subsides to a trickle and stops. Toilet water is green and smells like vinegar. Body didn't even try to digest that shit. Clean up and go back to computer, thinking, thank God it's over. Not even close. 5 minutes later, the rumbling is back, even louder this time. Sprint to the bathroom, lather, rinse, repeat. This happened 5 more fucking times. It's finally all gone. Stomach is concave. I have never had less food inside my body. Completely cleaned out. Cue rumble. Sit on the toilet, but it's different this time. I know there's nothing in there. Shit out a tiny amount of liquid. Immediately feel better. Well, I guess there was just a tiny bit left. That wasn't so bad. All of a sudden, the burning fire of 1,000 young suns sits upon my anal sphincter. I had just shot pure stomach acid. Frantically wiped my ass to prevent it from melting away like the spaceship floor in Alien. Crawl in shower and turn cold water on full blast, and lie prone while gently sobbing. Eventually towel off and crawl exhausted into bed at 3 a.m. in the afternoon. Sleep for 14 hours. In retrospect, it was totally worth it. I love me some pickles. Crippled girl in talent show, like Christopher Reeve's crippled, quads style. Talent is she can tie a cherry stem in a knot in her mouth. Fucking hot mate, I'll watch. Takes her 5 minutes. That's an eternity on stage, FYI. She can't do it, struggling so hard. Admits defeat while sobbing. Principal demands we applaud. Worst pity clap ever. Scum guy in the back yells, "Hey, how about you practice on my dick some more?" Everybody is shocked by insensitivity. Crippled girl wheels over to principal and demands the mic. "It's hard enough with a cherry stem. I think I should master that before I work on smaller stuff." And yes, in my mind, that's how the crippled girl would speak. Order nice flag collection. Pin them on my bedroom wall. Everyone loses their minds. Turns out most people do not like swastikas. B17. Blind date. She's about a 7 out of 10. Pleasant surprise. Go to dinner, she orders 3 serves of garlic bread. Lol what.jpg? Over the night, she keeps rubbing my legs with hers, gradually getting more frequent. starts telling me about her down bedspread. It's the most comfortable thing ever, you should try it. She's DTF. She's smashing down the food as fast as possible. Like, not even chewing, she's that desperate to get home. We get back to her place. Things get hot and heavy as far as the hands go, but she won't kiss me. Every time I try to make out, she just gives me a little peck. Then it hits me. Eating bread, down bedspread, not chewing, pecking. I'm about to have sex with a duck. I tell her I have to go to the toilet, jump out of the window, lock her pants so she can't get out. Fucking run. She's squawking at me as I get the fuck out. B7. Living with mom and dad. One day, men come to take me away from home. They put me in concentration camp with others like me. We've put into groups based on race and height. Stayed there for a while. One day somebody comes and buys me. They take me home and tie me up with wire. They stick hooks into me and slowly watch me die. They throw my body in the street. My face when I'm a Christmas tree. Dad has restaurant in the middle of fucking nowhere. He made all my brothers and I work there daily. We get paid, but still. I'm the youngest and still 12, so I normally did odd jobs like vacuum this room no one used and take out the garbage. One day I was finally behind the counter for some reason. Kitty Pie comes in with her family. I want to impress her. She wants a medium ice cream cone. There's a machine behind the counter and behind it there's the kitchen. I look at her, smile and grab a medium cone. The problem was that I didn't know how to use the machine. I pull down the lever. For a split second the cone looks fine. Then I start trying to make it look fancy. I start spinning the cone around, making it so that it looks like the pig related, but I end up creating a huge mess. Ice cream on my hands, the machine, my shirt. I took off my sweater because there was mom's spaghetti on there. She asked for it to be chocolate dipped as well. I go over to the dipping machine and half of it ends up in the chocolate. I give the ice cream rendition of Sonic 06 to her and say, "That'll be $1. One of the actual employers walks over, pulls me aside and says I can't give that to her. Tells me to eat my ice cream I've made. Cry in the room I always vacuumed and throw the ice cream away because I can't finish it. It brings up my newly formed regrets. What's your most shameful fab? It can be your most cringeworthy fab or a fab that shows you the depths of your defiancy. Probably about 14 or 15 years old. Have fucking dial-up internet. Family goes to bed, try to connect to interwebs, connection fails repeatedly. Get hornier by the sec. Get an idea. Open a program called Pivot Stick Figure Animator. Lets you make little stop-motion movies. Make a stick figure with a big old dong. Make a stick figure with long hair and titties. Go through painful task of animating them engaging in foreplay. Stick lady blows stick dude. I come, delete my movie, shut down PC, go to bed. Mind represses the memory for about 12 years. Memory floods back after I finish fucking my fiancé. Laugh for a goddamn hour. That was all for today and thank you guys for watching. Now, if you liked this video, don't forget to send it without context to your crush. Bye bye!